So I've shown you all of the quick shots on a foggy day in this field. Now let's get straight on and show you master shots. So as you might have seen on a previous video, I was in this field with thick fog doing the quick shots. Now it wasn't ideal, I managed to be able to do it, but it's not ideal flying in that kind of environment. One, because of the moisture, it could damage your drone, and two, the sensors can't detect the ground or where it is because of that thick fog, so you don't know what's going to happen. So it was at my own risk, but today, as you can see, blue skies and sunshine. It's about 1 degree, 2 degrees, but with that sun on me, it's quite nice and warm. So I thought, you know what, I'll come out and I'll show you master shots. Now with master shots, there is only 3 options there. The spotlight, point of interest, and active track. Now today, I thought I'd just give a demonstration of all 3 for you. So should we just get straight on to it? I'll get the drone up and we'll start with the master shots. Right, okay, so the drone is up and I'm going to try and do it over here so you can see it all manoeuvring around here rather than going behind the camera itself. But what I'm going to do is, if you can look on the screen in a moment, I'll show you exactly what to do. So I'll just move this back a little bit. Right, okay, so what we need to do is we need to go onto the screen here, and there's a dot with like brackets around it. You click on that. That should then see me, and it has like the green plus sign. So you click on that. That should then angle down, and there it's highlighted me. Now at the bottom there, you can see that it's got spotlight, point of interest, and active track has just changed there. But I'll bring it back up. There you go. So basically, point of interest, I'll start that first, and we'll just go around slowly. So that will just focus on me as you would do a normal point of interest with the actual sticks, and it will just totally focus on me. It will keep the same height and the same distance all the way around. Now when it gets to pointing over there, you might get a bit of glare because the sun is very bright over there, so I'll kind of chop and change between the screens when it gets to around to the blurry bit. But as you can see, it's following round, and if I maneuver around it, should change its course, as you can see there. So even though I'm moving, it will keep the same distance, the same height, and keep me in that little lock. As you can see on the screen now, you can see that I'm in that little green block here, and it will keep rotating. So no matter where I am, it will keep going round me, which is a nice little feature. Obviously when I move, it has to probably recalculate the distance and obviously sort of fathom where I am to keep going. But that's just a nice feature if you just want to be walking around in it, having going around you. So that was the point of interest. So I'll stop that. Now, the spotlight, I'll do the spotlight now. Now with the spotlight one, what happens with that one, let's see if I can move it. Now it won't actually, there we go. Let me just move it around a little bit. So it still sees me. Hello, I'm over here. It's still tracking me, but it looks like it's pointing over there, like over in the distance. But with this one, it should keep its focus on me. It'll stay exactly where it is. Let me try and bring it forward so I can get it in shot of the camera. So you can see it there. And I'll bring it down a little bit. But yeah, it will just stay in position. It won't move apart from rotating and follow me. So when you look on the screen now, you can see the green is around me. It's following me at all times. So this is a great little feature if you're doing like a vlog, because you can actually plug a microphone into the RC2 controller. And then like with this wireless one, I can plug it in there. So I don't need the camera that's over there. I could just plug it in and I could do a vlog just talking and showing in the area. There could be like a architecture behind me, or there could be like all sorts of things sort of in the area, and I could be going around and pointing at certain things, and that will keep me in focus. So I could say, over here is a lovely 18th century building or something like that, or over here is where certain thing happened in 1866, that sort of stuff. So you can vlog on it. It will keep in that position, and you can just move around where you need to be, get in the best position while you're talking about something, or if you just want to do videos with friends, that's a great little feature. Now I'll stop that one. Now the next one is ActiveTrack. Now ActiveTrack will follow me wherever I go, and you've got two circles. So you've got an inner circle, so it'll keep nice and close to where I am. But it's also got an outer circle, so you can have the inner circle low and close, and the outer circle you can have that far away and quite high up, so you can get different perspectives while you're doing walking, or you can sort of cycling, or even in the car. If you've got like a decent open area where there's no trees, you can drive the car, it'll track the car, and it'll do loads of different angles, and it's just great for vlogging. So let's ActiveTrack now. So click on ActiveTrack, and when I click on ActiveTrack, it should, as you can see on the screen now, brings that little icon thing at the bottom. So I'm in the middle, apparently doing this. But then you've got your inner and outer circles, so I can put it on automatic if I wanted to, and I could just walk around. So I'll just walk, so I'll probably go on this camera because I'll probably go out of shot, and it will just sort of follow me around, but it won't just keep close to me. It'll fly off like it has done there, and it'll get different shots of me. I'm going to need to keep close to my camera because of the wireless mic. I don't want it breaking up and losing the audio, but as you can see, it's sort of going away. It's sometimes going a bit closer. Now it's going sort of behind me. So this is a great feature, again, if you're doing walks and you just want to sort of get different perspectives of you. Obviously now you can see it going near the camera now. But this is on automatic settings. Now you can do this yourself. You can pick where you want it to go. So if you want it to go in front of you all the time, or behind you, or above you, or whatever, you can do it like manually. But with automatic, you can just sort of let it do its thing. Obviously you don't need to worry too much about that. Keep line of sight of it at all times. Obviously it's near me so I can hear it as well. But it means that you can just walk around. You can do your vlog with your friends or just by yourself, and or whatever you want to do, and then you've got all those different angles. So you could be walking, as I say, you could be on your bike. So if you've got like a nice little open space where you ride your bike, you can get it following you on your bike, so you can get some lovely shots of that, as well as like if you're traveling around in your car, you can sort of let it follow your car, so you can get some great shots of that. But I think it's awesome, especially if you go to places like the North Yorkshire Moors, or places like that where it's open space. You've got some beautiful landscapes, so you can just go for your walk, you can go for your run, hike, or whatever like that, and you've got your drone doing what it does. You don't need to worry about it. You've got your control in your hand, but you can keep visual line of sight with it and just enjoy your day, knowing that you've got some amazing footage that you can sort of edit together and yeah, make a great little video. Now I know Stephen, a friend of mine that does videos, he does hiking and running and all sorts of stuff, so you'll have to check his channel out, and he does a similar thing. He goes all over beautiful landscapes, climbs mountains and all sorts of stuff because he's very fit, and he uses this particular feature himself, so you'll be able to see it at work in that sort of environment. So I'll put his link below so you can check his channel out. And yeah, I think this is a great feature, just automatic, getting different shots, close-ups like that, so you can see that sort of angle. But I think it's good to be able to do it in this particular environment, in this field, because it's very muddy at the moment, so it's not letting people come in to walk the dogs. They're probably just doing it in the sort of surrounding areas. So it's just great to be able to be here by myself and be able to film and do this great footage. But yeah, so that was ActiveTrack, and I love this drone. I think it's amazing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the drone down, let it have a little bit of a rest, and I'll do my final bit to camera. So I'll see you in a minute. Right, are you coming down now? Awesome. That's it. Come back to home. See you in a minute. So that was Mastershots. Now in Mastershots there is only 3 options: Spotlight, Point of Interest, and ActiveTrack. Now, do you use one more than the others on that? Let us know what you use in the comments and what you've done with it. But yeah, I thought the 3 great options. Now, obviously with the Spotlight, that is good if you want to do drone sort of videos like this. Obviously with the GoPro, it's stationary, it doesn't move whatsoever, so I have to stay in shot or in shot with the drone itself. But if you don't have a GoPro and you want to do sort of drone videos, then you can use the Spotlight feature, so you can have the actual drone up, you can have it recording, you can have a wireless mic or a microphone plugged into your RC2 controller, so you've got the audio via your screen record. and then you can basically just talk to the camera, you can move around, it will flow with you, so it'll be a nice flowing video. You can discuss what you need to discuss. Also today I'm going to do master shots, we're going to do this, that and the other sort of thing, so that will follow you around. With the point of interest, that's a nice little feature if you're somewhere where you want to kind of show what's around you. Obviously it's just a field here, but you might be sort of in the North Yorkshire Moors, or somewhere really nice like that, or sort of Rosebery Topping, or some area where there's a beautiful landscape around you. You can just have it near you, click it, get it out a bit further, and then 360 so it shows off the beautiful area that you're in. But if you're into hiking and walking and the likes, or running, then the ActiveTrack is perfect to get some beautiful shots. You don't have to worry too much. If you can do it manually if you just want it to follow you at the front or behind, but if you hit that automatic, it will go close to you, it'll go higher up, it'll go further out and really high, it'll circle around you, so you don't have to worry too much about what's going on the screen. As long as it's recording, you'll be getting all different shots. Just make sure you keep visual line of sight at all times, keep looking around, make sure you can see it. But yeah, if you're somewhere picturesque like that, you can walk around and it'll show off exactly where you are. You'll get some beautiful shots. Put it to some music or some narration telling us all about the area you're in, and you'll make a beautiful video. Anyway, so that's just master shots. Hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, hit that like button, comment below and let me know how you're getting on, and if you use quick shots or master shots more than you use just flying your drone, let us know in the comments for that. And yeah, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so I can push the videos out for more people to watch. So hope you're taking care of yourself, and yeah, happy flying and see you next one. Bye bye.